Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float around. Eyes closed, like we're dreaming even when we're not. You and me got a whole other meaning, I don't know how.
Guess what, bitch? Coronavirus!
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a safe and productive week. Today we're going to be discussing COVID-19 and your mental health during this quarantine. So for those of you who don't know,
Coronavirus
is a disease that affects the respiratory system in a negative way. It was first identified in, and I don't want to mispronounce the name of the city, but it was first identified in Wuhan city, and that's in China. It was reported to the World Health Organization in December of last year, like December 31st, I believe it was. And then it became a global pandemic on, I believe it was January 20th. Officially, it became a global pandemic according to the World Health Organization. Some symptoms of the coronavirus are pretty much like your flu symptoms, just kind of extreme. You have trouble breathing, persistent pain or like pressure in your body. Like if you have new confusion, that's a symptom. Inability to wake up or fall asleep. And then blushed lips or face, just like, you know, pale colored skin. That's another symptom of COVID-19. I'm just hoping that soon we can find a vaccine and soon we can get everything back opened up and, you know, life can just advance. And I mean, I know it won't go back to the way that it was, but it will. We can't just move forward from this, and I'm just hoping that we are able to. I'm in Atlanta actually, so in Georgia, Saturday was the highest day of cases since the beginning of this whole pandemic. Different precautions that can be taken to prevent this disease from spreading. Biggest issue, I think that, not the biggest issue, but an issue that we're having is just the precaution methods that we're taking. And some people agree with it, some people disagree. You know, there's all kinds of conspiracy theories out there. However, in my opinion, my personal opinion, I just feel like, you know, it's not a difficult task to do to wear a mask and to make sure that you use hand sanitizer and to make sure you cover your mouth when you cough and make sure you keep your social distancing, and just because you may not care and you have to understand that other people believe differently, and this is a disease that is deadly. So it and that's just my personal opinion. I've been staying in, me and my fiance, we've been kind of staying in, limiting how much we go out. We wear face masks anytime that we do go out, hand sanitizer when we're going in and out of different places, just to try and keep practicing those safety precautions. And I just suggest that everybody does the same, just because, again, like I said, you may not care, but the next person does, and at least respect the fact that they don't want to get sick, and just take those little precautions that really, to be honest, and I'm being nice, but to be honest, really the precautions that are taken that should be habit anyway. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be. The one thing that I guess is new is the face mask, but everything else with keeping your social distancing, covering your mouth when you sneeze, not talking in people's faces, washing your hands, all of those are basic hygiene, like things that you learned when you were 5-6 years old. So that shouldn't be anything that is so difficult to do. If it is a store that is like, we require face masks, they require face masks, and that's just what it is. I mean, you can't walk into a store without a shirt on, they'll turn you away. So it's the same thing, like we are just keeping our end of the bargain safe. So that's how I feel about that, and like the mental health for quarantining and just dealing with this, because I think that's something that is neglected during this time, because it's such a global pandemic and everything is so crazy, people aren't really taking care of their mental health the way that they should be. I really researched the benefits of meditation, and it was just so enlightening to know that you kind of have control over your level of stress and your mood, and you do have control over there. So that was enlightening. But one of the things that it helps with is it reduces stress. Stress causes an increase in your cortisol level, and so they did an 8-week study for meditation, and it showed that this particular style of meditation that they were doing, it helped to reduce the inflammation as a response to stress and inflammation in those levels. So that's definitely a good benefit of meditation. Another one is that it promotes emotional health, and that is really, really, really important, is your emotional health. And I think it's often neglected because that's something that we have to deal with individually, and I think sometimes we are so caught up in everything else around us that we don't really deal with our emotional health on the level that we need to. So meditation definitely helps with that. It helps to just improve like self-image, your idea of your self-image, and it just gives you a positive outlook on life. The next thing that I would have to say that is a benefit of meditation is it enhances your self-awareness. Self-awareness is just very, very important. It helps you to understand your thought patterns. It helps you to understand your habits, so that you can better those qualities. It helps you to focus on the negatives as well as the positives. And the one thing, and I thought about this the other day, the one thing that I feel with enhancing your self-awareness and your habits and things like that is you have to confront and acknowledge negatives and positives about yourself, and that's the only way you're gonna heal. You cannot bury those things and act as if, whatever. You have to confront, and I don't mean confront them and put them all on blast. I just mean confront them, within yourself. Confront them and deal with them so that you can really move forward and really just be better going forward, because that's always the goal. It's not to be doing the same thing and just getting the same results. The goal is to be learning from experiences and getting better. Helps with meditation, or that meditation helps, is it helps with it lengthens your attention span, which is a problem for me because my attention span is like that. Sometimes it can just be a lot going on up here, and it's hard to focus sometimes on one particular thing. So it does definitely help with your attention span. It kind of teaches you patience. That's it for this video, for this episode. I hope you guys kind of were able to take something away from this video. Like I said, that's it for this video. Just make sure you guys tune in for the next episode. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, follow my Instagram. Make sure you follow my Instagram, Irisography. And also, I am looking for models. I need a couple models that I'm trying to build my portfolio. So if you guys are willing to help and you guys are looking for just a way to kind of get your brand boosting and also help mine, that would be amazing. So stay tuned, like I said, for the next video.